Yes, on this episode, I don't know what we're gonna do, but we're just gonna talk about how Hydra got in the top 32. It almost rhymed. Oh my god. It was a good one, guys. So, let's get right to it. You wanna say hi to him? Come on up! Say hi to everybody. What's your name? Griffin. Yes. You look right up here to the camera and you talk into the mic right here.
Hi.
Hi, yes. Okay, I don't think this one can make the cut floor, so we might have to throw this one in here. Sorry.
Daddy.
Fights. Stole it from Drop Zone. Nah. Yeah, you touched a lot of things, didn't you? Okay, so since we made it in the top 32 this week, kind of. Well, we're in a lead-in match, or however you want to call that. We are going against Defender, the other Whiplash, which is another Vasquez boy. Now, our two families have been in here probably longer than any other team besides Fort Donald Hudson. So it has been a long time. And I forgot about Al Kindle, but we're just not going to count his team because it's Al. Moral of the story is, Ewart-Vasquez rivalry is sitting at a losing streak of 2-1 for us right now. The first one was the original Splatter, the first incarnation of Whiplash against Warrior Clan. The next season, or the season after that, it was Whiplash versus Sao, which was completely dominant because Big Plow versus Sao. Everybody knows how that goes. And of course, last year, the close match between Hydra and Whiplash, which could have gone either way, but we still took the L on that one. So right now we're sitting at 2-1. If I go into the next week against Defender and lose, they're gonna have some bragging rights. So we're gonna have to at least tie it up, hopefully, at 2-2. You think the matchmakers could maybe put us up against a different family for once instead of the same bot 3 times in a row. Now don't get me started on matchups though, because this last week there was some gimme fights in there for these fan favorites to get in for their guaranteed spots. Now, wait, but you got Glitch. So you're telling me that gimme fights aren't good? I mean, that's not exactly what I said, but yeah. I mean, our fight against Glitch, people have said that it was a gimme fight, and they're probably right about it. Okay, so what you're saying is that you just sucked because you lost your match too? Well, yeah, kind of. I mean, everybody thought because of Glitch's mobility issues that they were gonna lose. Well, they didn't, and they had a weapon on them, let me tell you. Settle. Now, there's no shade thrown at the teams here because they have no choice of who they go up against. That's the matchmakers for you. So if you want to blame anybody, that's who you got to blame, because the team just got to go out there and fight. They get an opponent in front of them, they got to take them. So between your Witch Doctor and your Rusty, or your Mad Catter and your Rampage, those quality of bots probably shouldn't be going up against each other, especially for a seeding position in the last episode getting into the tournament. I mean, it is what it is, folks. Fan favorites, toy bots.
You got to protect them all to get them into the bracket, right? Oh, that might be taking it too far. It's not. No. There's probably a little bit to that. I'm just going to say it now.
Now that you've got me off on a tangent talking about frickin' seeding, and it's not even talking about seedings, it's just talking about matchups. I didn't want to have to talk about matchups, but now that we're talking about them, you know the truth. Anyways, back to the real reason we're here. Purple chips, number 6. There's 5 out in the wild right now. You can have a chance at winning number 6. These are the most coveted poker chips in all of BattleBots. You can ask Scorpio's team member about them because they were trying all season to steal them from our pit. Well, now's your chance. You can get one. In the game below, we will play something. Don't know what it is, but we'll find something to do before I post this. And then see if you can win. And by the end of this season, if it's this week, or maybe even the final week, that's not foreshadowing, don't mind about that. We're going to try to give away at least 4 more somehow, right? We want at least 10 out there in the wild because it can't be too collectible. Now, I guess the only other guys that I really deserve to give one, because they mention me in every one of their shows, is the Drop Zone guys, Anthony and that other guy. Right. You know what would be funny? If me and Luke would make a parody of their show, sitting on the couch, watching their episode, and critiquing their episode like they do for Battlebots. I think that would be perfect, right? So, maybe sometime in the future I can get Ludi off of his chair and we can do an episode like that. But for now, Purple Chip, that's what we're doing with this week's sponsor of the week, which would be Uttergun. Yes, you heard that right. It is your one-stop shop for anything teat related. Today we're going to finish off with my setup for streaming. So, you have a light on one side. You have your key light on the other. Camera, obviously, you need that with your mic stand. Now, this is specifically for Rick Russ, since he always asks me, why am I so green? Well, background lights. You have to show the difference in color of the background behind you. You get the purple light, your green light, it's Hydra colors. How can you get any better than that? But really, if you have any questions, make sure you get them to us, because we're running out of things to content here, and especially going into the end of the season, if we don't have matches, we're gonna need other things to talk about. Mainly trolling people. Honestly, how long did you just watch me stare at you? And that's this week.